I'm back. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm here to do my latest book review. This author is so warm, engaging. Love her. Out of all the authors I met, she's very special to me. You would just have to meet her to understand what I mean by that. It's been a while since I read anything from her. And I just want to say she did not disappoint with this book. By far, this is my favorite, and I've read like two of her other series. With no further ado, I am talking about Love Belvin, Love's Inconvenient Truth. I just love this cover. The cover is everything. This book was different. Like I said, I've read Love Delayed, which is two-book series. Loved it. The first series I read from Love Belvin was the Love's Improbable Impossibility. It's actually four books in the series. It deals with Raina and Asmir Jacob. And I just want to say what I loved about Love's Inconvenient Truth was she brought those characters in this book with new characters, but this book was more focused on the character Ellie and Jackson. But she did bring in Stanton Rogers, Asmir, also Raina, and I love that. I just want to say from the end of the first chapter of this book, Love Belvin had my toes. You had my toes curled up. The scene in the hotel that was supposed to only been a one night stand, turning so much more in this book. I just want to say, until you went back into Ellie's past as when she was a child, I was feeling her, then I wasn't feeling her. And the reason why is because Jackson was that man. He's a 25-year-old man who inherited a lot due to his father passing. As you know, I don't do spoilers, but I am going to talk about the book a little bit. Jackson to me is a young man, like I said, 25, who has an old soul. Very mature for his age. He may be 25, but he doesn't act it. You have Ellie, who is 36, who has a very tragic past. Without getting into all of that, I do want to say I did not care for her mother, Eleanor. I did not like her at all because a mother's supposed to protect their child, and the things that was happening in that house, um, I just like no wonder Ellie Jackson turned out the way they did, especially Ellie, because what happens to you in childhood molds you into what you become as an adult. And you can see this with both of these characters, Jackson and Ellie. Their both soul was like crushed. They had broken soul. And I never read anything like this because mostly the books I've read, it's like maybe one person has deep issues, traumatic life before they met their soulmate, and the other soulmate is probably trying to console them. But not in this book. You just have to read it to see what I'm talking about. One of my favorite parts in this book was when they had the company event and Ashley and Candy in the bathroom was discussing, and Ellie and her best friend Clarissa came out. And what happened there? I was just on the floor laughing. Michael was Ellie's roommate. Hilarious. I liked it, Michael, and was kind of surprised at who he was, what his life was about, how he lived his life. Another point in the book was when Stephanie, that issue went on with Stephanie when Ellie was leaving Jackson's bedroom and she went back to her bedroom because she didn't want certain things, certain people to know what was going on. That right there was a shocker. I did not see that one coming at all. This book right here, I just was like, wow. It was just blowing my mind away with these secrets and just you you didn't know where you was what was going, where was the storyline going. These characters in this book, it was just like, wow, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming, that happening. It consists of 440, 50, I want to say 51 pages, 53. It definitely is a page turner. I will say that. I did not like Jackson's mother because the simple fact is, and I will say this, what did you do so bad that you didn't get anything? Jackson inherited everything. Another thing, the issue with Cheryl and Miracle, you left that so out there like I'm just imagining who is what and that whole situation with that. Who's who? I'm just gonna say this book was so good. I cannot wait to read the next book by Love Belvin. This is Love's Inconvenient Truth by Love Belvin. I do believe the next book is a series. It's the Elle Jarreau series because she told me how to read this in order, and I pretty much have been reading them in order. I look forward to reading more books by Love Belvin. I have a whole catalog, every book by her. This is E. I even have this in paperback book. That's how much I love her and her work. I look forward to reading the next series, which is Ezra. Thank those support Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Instagram is Robert's Reading Room. My Facebook group is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews also. Please check out Diamond Literary World. She has the Breakdown YouTube channel. Jonathan Roy's Books, Beauty, and Stuff. And till next time, happy reading. If you find a chance, pick this up and read it. Please leave a review. It's very important to leave a review. This is definitely 5 stars. I already did my review on Goodreads. Until next time, good night.